Now, for an update on the bridge collapse, we're joined live in studio with our reporter Hasina Gori. Hasina, thank you for joining us. You've just arrived back from the scene. Can you paint a picture for us?
When we left the scene about half an hour ago, what we saw were emergency workers still trying, battling to get the last body out of that vehicle that was crushed under the scaffolding. What I need to clarify is that the body that was in there was dead for a long time. The paramedics and emergency service assessed the situation and saw that this person had already died. So they decided to evacuate the two surviving people and then come back to this body. What took very long is that the scaffolding had to be filled with wood underneath it to ensure that a secondary collapse does not occur. And when we were leaving, they were using a magnet on a crane to lift that scaffolding and then get that body out of there.
They had to reinforce the scaffolding in order to lift it up.
They wanted to ensure that no emergency services or firefighters were then injured, when they tried to. Yes.
Great. Now, the construction company involved has just addressed the media. We've just seen the statement. Can you take us through that?
So the company, Murray & Roberts, they're part of the construction of this very iconic bridge, which the city of Johannesburg had punted to use as a pedestrian bridge. They say almost 10,000 people walk from Alexandra to Sandton daily, so they want to create a safe space for both motorists, pedestrians and cyclists. This bridge, we tried throughout the evening to speak with Murray & Roberts, just try and find out what happened, what went wrong, what were they trying to do, and we kept being directed to their press release, which just said that they confirmed that they own the scaffolding, that they apologize and they send condolences. Then at 10 o'clock in the evening, the group CEO, as you just saw, came out and spoke to us. They repeated what they said was their main focus was to evacuate people, to ensure safety, and then to investigate. We've got a lot of investigations that are going to happen. Department of Labour will come in through the police, as well as the independent Murray & Roberts will come in to find out what exactly happened. There are speculations of wind, of people trying to put in a scaffolding. This structure is not a temporary bridge, but it's the foundation of the bridge that would be put in. So there's a lot of speculation what exactly caused it, and I think we'll have to wait and see in the days going forward as to what exactly occurred.
Now the road's blocked. It's been totally closed off. I mean, the freeway is closed off. What is the likelihood of it being cleared by tomorrow?
Emergency services, when we spoke with EMS spokesperson Robert Malawutsi before we left, he said they're hoping to clear the scene, go through investigations and all the other procedures in the early hours of this morning, so that when peak time traffic comes in tomorrow morning, it will be clear. What we noticed when we were leaving was that firstly, the road was closed for a long while, for a long stretch. But as the night went on, at about 9 o'clock, you could use the overhead off-ramps to get across and join the M1 north or south. So we saw that happening. So we're hoping by tomorrow morning that there will be a clear, thorough way of people being able to carry on as per normal. We know this is our most gridlocked area in Johannesburg. So hopefully, again, people will be able to get to work. But the city of Johannesburg has urged people to use alternate modes. There are a lot of free alternatives for people.
Now, this is Eco-Mobility Month, and Sandton was earmarked, and part of it was closed off for that purpose. Was this bridge part of that initiative?
The Eco-Mobility Month, as you said, launched in October. This bridge was the iconic bridge which they wanted to use as to ensure that eco-mobility was sustained way beyond this month. This was their 3 to 5 year plan, where this bridge would be used, as I said, to link commuters, the 10,000 that walk across, as well as the 120,000 people that use vehicles to enter Sandton daily. So this was part of the Eco-Mobility Month. Speaking on eco-mobility, one of the questions we put through to Park Stow, the executive mayor of the city, was whether or not the restrictions that were placed on the city will continue, whether roads will now be open, free flow to allow decongestion, or what will happen. And he said no, that for now, with things and how it's standing, people are being encouraged to use the park and ride. There are free park and rides tomorrow for people to rather park their cars and try and get into Sandton that way, rather than try and use the freeway.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us and giving us that update.
Yeah, sure.
That was our reporter Hasina Gori joining us in studio.